Hello and welcome back to Colina's Legacy. I'm Necroxix and hopefully we're on the final stretch. Like it just feels like as if we are. We still don't have, I guess, the last glyph. We got a swan's heart, which is for hell knows what. The sacrifice of a heart is necessary for the completion of the ritual. For some reason it has to be a swan's heart. I figure if there's a ritual being performed anywhere, it would have to be down in this little temple churchy area. That makes a lot of weird noises. Oh, there is a save point I could have used there instead of the other one. Oh well. But I'm still going to use it because that's how I roll. Wait a minute. I think I know where we use it. You guys remember the Stargate? The Stargate. Where was it? It was that away. That's probably hopeful. You little fuck. You little fuck. What the fuck was that about? Oh shit. There's one down there, two ran down to the left. That must have been a fourth one, because it took more hits. But I think it's down this way, just to the right over there, but watch out. Those were the two we whittled down. AI seems to be a bit bugged. I'm okay with that. I would gladly take advantage. In fact, I'll take advantage of that save too, so I don't have to fucking fight those again if I mess something up. Save scum! Well, not really, but I would if I had to. Even if I didn't have to, I probably still would, but... There's still at least one running out and about somewhere, but... It's not in the immediate area. I have a feeling this is gonna go right here. Welcome to the Stargate program. Would you like me to leave this temple? Sure, just enter the mystery gate. It's probably safe. What the fuck is going on? Oh, this looks like a boss battle. What the hell? Oh my god, he's firing his laser. My glyphs don't seem to be working. Oh, I can use it while I'm... I can use... Whoa. Whoa. Right. Stuck. So how the hell do I damage this guy? Well, I made that save, though. It didn't... Like, it looks like I could use my glyphs. When I was standing on the symbol thing on the floor. But the death... Hey. We're still missing a glyph. Is it possible I have to use a different glyph? Such as either the moon or the sun? I don't know. I guess we'll try a few different options. I don't remember what the hell all the jibber-jabber stuff was about. Or maybe different spots will be different glyphs. Like this glyph looks like this. Maybe not. Like that glyph looks like that. I want to see something. If I have this menu open and he tries to hit me. Oh, this is... I don't... I don't understand. This glyph does seem to match up with this. The hell? My game's broken. I'm having an out-of-body experience here. Can't do anything. Nope, I broke it. So we have to figure out how to even fight that stupid thing without breaking the game. We got this dildo down here, so we'll kill him, we'll open the gate, and then we'll create a save, because I got a feeling that was weird. That way we can just run straight from the save without having to do anything extra every time. Okay, so got those out of the way. Is there a charging station anywhere over here while we're at it? I think there was down below. Other possibility is I need to find the last glyph, but I don't know how. Okay, this is not where I thought it was. Oh well. Oh, it's multi-layered. Shit. Oh, that ended up costing me an item to heal. And there it is, the outlet. At least we'll be prepared a little bit better. Sort of. Hi, I'm Necroxix. I have no idea what I'm doing. We can be in real batteries charged that fast. Can't be good for the batteries though. In general, the faster you charge a battery, the shorter its lifespan is. Okay, so we got a fresh save. We can come in here. God damn it, there's it. Just ignore it. Getting an idea of the surroundings. Big ass statue head and things. It's like we got like a pentagram thing or something out here, but I'm not sure what the deal is. He does seem to react to it. Me standing on it anyways. Seems to be like something over there. What is this? Nothing. He stutters every time I stand on the glyph. I wonder if I can suck the energy out with the sun thing at the gate. Get it. But it's definitely this glyph right here on that symbol. That has to be important. I'm gonna try the death one. I have no fucking idea. Every time I stand on this, he staggers. I didn't try pressing E on it, that might have a relevance. That doesn't do anything. Unless I can shoot it at that gate. Let's find out. Nope. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. fuck am I supposed to fucking do? Something just happened. Like he was circled in purple stuffs for a little moment there. Can't tell if my fleshlight was actually doing anything to him, but... Might be that I have to keep switching until I get the right one, perhaps. Wait, we just did the light one. Wait, we did the light, right? Or light? I don't know. I guess we'll try all of them and see what happens. Just have to keep bringing his bitch ass around this thing each time, otherwise I'll get my butt kicked. Alright, now we'll try the life one. Okay, that didn't seem to do anything. Try the death, but we'll try it again anyways. I don't think that's doing anything. We'll try the gate one on now. That's the one that actually matches this fucking symbol. That's got wrecked. Like there's no indicator whatsoever as to what the fuck you can do. So there we have it. It's actually 3 days later now since my play, and I decided to load the game up, not to play it further, but rather just to give some thoughts on it because I think it deserves it. So where I left off, I was on a boss, or I think it was a boss. I couldn't figure out what to do. And I just didn't have the patience to bother with it. I kind of hit my own limits. But backtracking, like, so what are some of the good things? Like, one, the visuals in this game were very well done, at the very least within the house. The film grain effect, in particular, I liked a lot. But it did a very good job of establishing its setting. It did well as a horror game. The flashlight being rechargeable was awesome. Like, it took a little while to do, recharging the batteries, but always favor a non-finite source to, having to collect batteries and their one-time use, and there's a limited number. The puzzles in the game were actually pretty good overall. Like, it didn't feel as if things got so difficult that I just didn't know how to progress. So props to that. I prefer something if it was too easy than too hard if I had to pick an extreme, but it worked out pretty well. The game itself gives me a mishmash of 3 different titles. Fatal Frame, Silent Hill, and Resident Evil. I love the fact that most of the game takes place in a very small area, mainly the house and a little bit of the outside, and then this little forest area, and then you go underground for a little while and stuff like that. It's an example that both Fatal Frame and the first Resident Evil kind of did, where you become more intimately familiar with your surroundings and your settings. Instead of stage 1, stage 2, it's all the same area. It's just it expands outwards and inwards as you progress. So you gain access to new areas, you gain access to some outside areas, but you're still within the same area, and it makes it more of an established, intimate area. That's a personal pro, I would say. The combat system, I'm a little bit wonky with. I don't know how much I like it or dislike it. It does kind of remind me a bit of Fatal Frame, and I think it works for what it was, because if they had given me a gun, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as much. So now when the main problem for me began when we got to the forest area, and there was that wolf thing that turns out you can't kill it. You had to avoid it. The game didn't tell me immediately, only later when I came back to the game the next day and decided, hey, let's see if we can avoid this thing. Did the game later down go, yeah, you can't kill this, you have to avoid it. That would have been good information to have a little bit sooner. Or maybe after the first death, if it popped up something, that would have been good. I didn't much care for the combat that happened underground with those crawly guys. It just felt like there was too much of it, and then it's like I switch out of horror mode and into combat mode, and it was kind of bleh. But that's very subjective, so that's just me. As for whatever that boss was, whether that's the final boss or not, I have no clue. I can only assume that either A, I was supposed to do something specific there, or B, there was something else I had to do before I could go back into there and deal with it. And I just did not have the patience for it, so that is what it is. The key element, I think, might be the lore. There's lots of reading material, and I wasn't really getting into it. All the different god stuffs. It just, I wasn't feeling it. And chances are it explains within that the clues necessary on how to deal with them. I just didn't have the patience. I just didn't have it in me to care. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a good game. It really was a good experience. So I just wanted to film this little follow-up and say that that was Colina Legacy. Sorry for the little bit of a rant and bumbling about. And I hope you enjoyed.